And the Philistine said to David, am I a dog that you come to me with sticks? And the Philistine cursed David by his gods. And the Philistine said to David, come to me and I'll give your flesh to the birds of the air and the beasts of the field, which was a huge insult, because if the Israelites were not buried in the ground, they didn't feel like they would go and be with God. So anyway. Then David said to the Philistine, you come to me with a sword and with a spear and with the javelin, but I come to you in the name of the Lord God of hosts and God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defiled. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hand, and I will strike you down, and I'll cut your head off. Isn't that, man? He went to the next level, man. He was like, man, and I'm going to cut your head. I was like, dang, why you got to cut somebody's head off? They're already dead, dang. And then he said, and I will give the dead bodies of the hosts of the Philistines. This is like Goliath must have talked about his mama. Because he went to like Goliath was here, right? Like he was cussing people out. He was killing it. It was like David came out and said, oh yeah? Check this out. You're going to kill me and leave my body for the birds? Fool, I'm going to kill you, your cousin Kiki. I'm going to kill that crazy Uncle Bob. By the way, I'm going to cut your head off, and you're going to put my body to the birds? He said, I'm going to take everybody in the Philistines. I'm going to lay everybody out. I was like, dang, I read that. Dang, David was a gangster. For the battle is the Lord's, and he's going to give you into our hand. When the Philistine arose and came and drew near to David, David ran quickly toward the battle line and met the Philistine, and David put his hand in the bag and took out a stone and slung it and struck the Philistine in his forehead. The stone sunk into his forehead, and he fell on his face on the ground. So David prevailed over the Philistine with a sling and with a stone and struck the Philistine and killed him. I didn't put this up on the screen, but the next verse says, he went over and he fulfilled the promise. He didn't even bring a sword. He picked up Goliath's sword and cut his head off with his own sword. And then he carried the sword and the head of Goliath around with him for the rest of his life. He carried the skull of Goliath. I wish you would be quiet right now. Who carries a skull around with them? He carried I'll do a whole class just on this, because later on somebody attacks the Israelites. David said, go get me a sword, and they went and got Goliath's sword so he could kill the enemy with the sword of his enemy. Some of y'all need to take the weapons that the enemies try to use against you and turn them on him and kill them with his own weapons. Dang.